Removal of the rear bow lock is pretty simple. The trickiest part is getting to it. You can either sit inside the tonneau, meaning storage compartment the way I do. Well, I'm really sitting in here because that way I stay out of the camera. Or you can just lean around from the outside and get these 1, 2, 3, 4 torx bolts with a Torx T30 and undo the electrical connector, then the hoses. Actually, I will remove the hoses first while the latch is still in place. It makes it easy. One clip, 2 clips. Oh, come on out. There we go. 2 clips right out of there. Mercedes style clips. These the rear bow lock and the tonneau cover lock have the port seals built in, so you really only upon reinstallation only push the hoses back in and secure them with the clips, and no further O-rings needed. To disconnect the plug on this connector, we want to slide a small screwdriver. I grabbed too big a screwdriver, here's a smaller one. Small screwdriver under the tab here and pull this out. So we lifted up this tab a little bit to get the connector separated. Then with our T30 we take out the 4 Torx bolts, and while I'm doing that I'll do a little bit of advertising for Top Hydraulics. We do the best job around by far as we're concerned. We use by far the best seals to rebuild these cylinders. Remember that you have to replace all seals inside these cylinders or you're going to have to do the job again. You have to use the proper seal shape, which is a cup seal that seals the sliding shaft. If anybody tries to sell you O-rings, they either are not honest or they don't know what they're doing. And you have to replace the port seals where the hoses go in or it will leak on you later, and you have to replace the piston seal or you will have an internal bypass at some point. You have to replace the gland seal, which is the only O-ring in this cylinder. Even the port seals are not O-rings in these particular cylinders. Now I got this lock out, I put in the replacement from Top Hydraulics and bolted straight into place again. Now this particular one needs the mounting bracket transferred from here to there. We'll do that in a second, and then we'll mount the latch on the rear bow. Not on the rear bow, but under the tonneau cover. So if the latch hasn't been shipped with this bracket, we just transfer it from the old bracket to the new one. Top Hydraulics normally ships these with a bracket on, but this filming occasion kind of made us make a mistake here. We picked one without bracket. Well, I don't know that I really need to show you all how we fasten bolts, but it's going to be only another half a minute, so we may as well finish this. Then I'll present you with a finished product here. Got the bolts back on, put the hoses back in. Top Hydraulics port seals are extra tight. I personally think they'll last 100 years. We make them out of Viton and make them extra tight. Then we put this clip back on. Wish I had put the clip on the latch before I fastened it, but I thought I could just do this video without practicing at all. If I had practiced this, then I would have put the clips into the cylinder first. There we go, 1 and 2. Almost. No, I didn't quite have this in the rail yet. There we go, finally. And clip these guys back together. Slide it into the zip tie, and we are set. The rear bow lock is in place. Ta-da!